Hey, I'm going to talk about this article that came across the wire here. It's about these reality stars or reality actresses and actors here. Maurice Scott and his wife Kimmi. They were on the Love and Marriage Huntsville, came on the OWN network, and the article is pretty wild here. It's about this particular guy, Mr. Scott. He's needing his wife, his cancer-stricken wife. Sounds like, by the looks of it, she's got a probably stage 3, stage 4 cancer. He wants his cancer-stricken wife to have sex with him at least twice a day. Oh my goodness! These people. I don't even know what to say about some of this stuff that you read online. First of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how this even makes news, but of course, we're on a 24-hour news cycle. So if they're going to talk about it, I'm going to chime in on it. What do I think about this? Let me read just a little bit about it, and I'll give you my opinion. And you came here, so you want the truth. That's what you're going to get. The truth by mine. That's what you're going to get right here on this network. But anyway, the fans, Maurice Scott, he's on the Oprah Winfrey Network, and his fans were shocked by him persuading his cancer-stricken wife to have sex with him twice a day in a recent episode of a podcast that he was on, and he doubled down actually on that interview, I guess, by going to another podcast and saying, I want my wife to have sex with me twice a day. His wife was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer in June of 2022, which is a beautiful woman. Looks like, like I said, it's either stage 3 or stage 4, because it looks like the chemo is taking this young lady's hair out. But this guy, man, I don't know what to say about his level of selfishness in this whole thing. For a person to basically want to, to me, you got to be dang near a sex addict anyway to want to have sex twice a day. Twice a day? This man looks like he's probably, 40, 45 years old? Maybe I'm giving him a few years, but still, at the end of the day, you're a man that look, you got a suit on. You look like a pretty respectable guy. And I understand that's your wife. I'm not trying to go in your bedroom or anything. But at the end of the day, do you have a job? 2 times a day? Where do you find the time? So obviously this guy, I've never watched the show. So, if you guys watch the show, you probably can comment and tell me what's going on, because maybe this guy works for himself. Maybe he has, some type of company where he has workers that are actually working for him, and he has the actual time to sit home all day and be Dirk Diggler. But most men have to go to work every day, and the majority of the women have to go to work every day. Man, ain't nobody got time to be having sex 2 times a day. Looks like to me 40 to 45 years old. People, and I know it's some 20-year-old man out there, some 20-year-old kid out there saying, I have sex 2-3 times a day. I'm gonna say like the old people used to tell us, just keep living, son. Just keep living. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to this story. This is an interesting story here. Basically, he says when life throws us curveballs, like what we're going through right now, what Kimmi is doing is admirable as a spouse, he shared, to roll over and suffer through it, fake it, all for me. Because at the moment, it's something that she completely didn't desire. Man, Kimmi, I don't know where you met this guy at, but oh man, those words right there really are reminiscent. I don't want to use certain language on this podcast, but I question this guy when he says his wife has stage 4 cancer and he's admiring her because she's doing it for him, that she just rolls over and suffers through it. Why would you want to make your wife, the woman that you love supposedly, and she has stage 4 cancer? And I don't know, I've never taken the chemo drugs, but I'm pretty sure they're strong. I've seen people that take those drugs, and those drugs are no joke. And for you to even think about having sex, to me, once you're taking chemo, it's beyond. And for you to sit there and say she's suffering through it, and then the next line it says, I look at it as me standing by her I look at it as her standing by me while I'm standing by her, the reality star reason. That's not any kind of reasoning, any rational reasoning of a man that is married to a woman that has cancer. I've never heard that before in my entire life. And like I said, this guy needs to do something. I'm wondering, where did she meet this guy? Did she know he was a sex addict when he met her? And this is far and beyond what I can even comprehend. But anyway. Let me see. Scott credited himself for being honest about his requirements. Oh, those are requirements. Oh, yeah. Those are some requirements. We should all feel that we would be better people and say, oh no, I don't want or need sex for however long it takes for you to recover. But we live in reality where that's not true. This guy is basically saying that, look, I have a requirement of sex, and if I don't get it, he said we shouldn't suppress that in us. Even if our spouse is sick and doesn't want to do it, we shouldn't suppress that feeling in us. We should just go ahead and follow through with our animalistic ability. Sir, you have lost your mind. The reason that we are rational thinking adults is that we can ration that our wife or our spouse is sick and that we don't need to do that. We're not animals out in the wild. And I'm thinking to myself, this brother what if you, not God forbid, what if you went to prison and you couldn't have sex? Or maybe you would be having sex in prison. I don't know. You said you need it. So there's plenty of ample men in there that would give it to you. Oh, man. But anyway, and I'm wondering to myself, if he was unable to perform, men have problems too down there, prostate problems and all kind of things. So if he was unable to perform twice a day or once a day or even once a week, what would he expect for her to do? Now, that's a good question. What would he expect out of her? Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on that. I'm going to read a couple of comments and I'm going to get out of here for the day, because this story is far and beyond something that I had not bargained for. I had not bargained for this. So let's read some of the comments. Okay. What a horrible spouse. I kind of figured that was coming. Dallas Freeberg says selfish much. Michael O'Neill, Scott should try chemotherapy. See the reaction then. Yeah, he should, man. Chemotherapy is no joke, man. What a selfish, inconsiderate husband. MSN won't let me say all that needs to be said. Yeah, I'm sure you want to say something. I had to bite my tongue a couple of times on this podcast. What kind of sick people watch this? Yeah, well, I don't know how the show is, but I've never seen the show, but I don't know. He makes me almost want to go watch the show with the way with some of the stuff he said. Have seen husbands demand sex from their wives while the wife is hospitalized. Selfish. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay. He never loved that woman. Just wanted what she could do and bring him. Trash. Yeah, well, they probably pretty much feel the same way I feel. Let me know how you feel. Let's subscribe, like, and comment. I really need your comments on this one. All right.
Happy holidays. Merry New Year. Y'all have a great day. It's a great feeling to be back.